In 2007, I was in my final year. Around May of that year, I had to travel to Jos to represent my campus fellowship at a national meeting. For some reasons, the bus I boarded from Lagos was delayed, so I got to Abuja around 8 p.m. thereabout, and the bus could no longer continue on the trip, so I had to take a cab from Abuja to Jos rather. Somewhere along the line, I don't know where we were at that time, but I learned we were about getting to Kaduna, some villages before Kaduna. We just saw this stone that came from nowhere inside the bush, boom, thrown at the car. In shock, the driver had to stop. And then we saw these guys that came out from the bush and, hey, everyone, where do you have? What do you do? And they collected all the monies, collected all the phones, collected every valuables that we had on us. And one of them was even saying, where's the driver? And they nabbed the driver, collected all the money he made for that day. And they made us to lie face down on the floor. A few other cars were stopped. And that night, 2 women were raped, some were assaulted. After about 2 hours, I just saw that the conversation changed. And then this guy said, everybody stand up, stand up, stand up, we're police, stand up, we're police. In my mind, I was like, are you kidding me? How did police get to the spot? There was no siren. We didn't hear anybody running to escape arrest. We didn't hear any gunshots. And then suddenly, they just flipped the conversation. So I understand perfectly why some people are very angry right now in Nigeria, why some people are demanding that the police needs a total reform. Some people are even saying that they should remove the word force from the name so that they will know that they're not supposed to rule us by force. It's painful when you pay a lot of taxes for security and the same people that you are paying out of your hard-earned money to protect you are the same people that are hurting you with the weapons that your tax money bought. It's so painful, and I quite understand that. So for many people this period, there's a lot of mixed feeling like, whoa, this thing cannot continue. Many of us have memories of how we've suffered in the hand of the police force, especially the SARS department, so there's so many things going on in our mind. But the point is, as we go through this process, I just want to drop a few tips how you can maintain your sanity in the course of all of this. See, this protest will come and it will go, but many people will never remain the same. So how can you maintain your sanity amidst all this hullabaloo in town right now? This is what I'll be sharing in this episode. Hello Impact Maker, welcome to another broadcast of Life Transitions Today, where I share tips and tactics to help you maximize the in-betweens of life. I'm Dele Ayo Bankole. We are in unusual seasons right now. Some people say probably this is an answer to all the prayers of these years. And some people say maybe this is the birth of a new Nigeria. And for some people, it's like, will there be an end to all the oppression and all the suffering in the country? So many questions on people's minds right now. Some don't know whether to support the protesters because they benefit directly from the corruption in the land. Some other people don't know whether they should support because they are afraid of their lives. There's so much insecurity in town and they're like, what if I talk and somebody naps me and kills me and all of that? For some other people who probably work for the government, especially people in the military arm of the government, for many people it's like, is this going to be the end of our job? Some people, of course, don't like what is happening in town, but because they have to be loyal to their employer, which is the government, they have to do the bidding of what the government tells them to do. But for many of them, they are not happy with the situation of things. And that is how we found ourselves. So whether you are a protester or you are a pro-government, the truth is, this season will never leave anyone the same. Some things will change in the way we interact, some things will change in the way we see things, some things will change in our actions and in the things that we do. But in the midst of all this, what can you do to maintain your sanity, especially at this period, such that you don't get to the point where you're losing it altogether and you can't even hold yourself together? Okay, let me just share with you a few tips. I call them the 5 keys for maintaining sanity. Number 1, don't take things personally. Whether you are pro-government or you are a protester, we are all human beings. I believe that our personality should be removed from the happenings around us right now. Don't take it too personally. Don't say, oh, these young people want to take away my job, I'm going to show them. No, if you do that, you're going to overreact. And if you overreact, things will go out of hand. You will keep doing things you're not supposed to do. That's if you're a pro-government. If you take things personally as a protester, like they did some time ago, they sent some thugs to come and disrupt the protest in Alausa, Ikeja. If you are a part of that and you take things personally, you may also want to become violent. So don't take things personally. I love the fact that people were able to gather together as a force and they were able to chase the hoodlums out of their midst. And that, for me, I found that really commendable. But the important thing here is don't take things personally. Face the issue at hand, and like people will say, stay focused on the mission. This is why we are here. Stay focused. Don't allow anything to distract you from the reason why all of this protest is around in the first place. So whether you are pro-government or you are a protester, don't take things personally. Just know that it is not about you, it is about the system. And whatever it is everyone is asking for is going to benefit everyone on the long term. I think that all of us should have this at the back of our minds as we decide on taking side for the government or taking side for the protesters. Let's know that whatever happens is going to be for the collective good. Even if it is not now, it will benefit our children and our children's children. So a better Nigeria is a better world for everyone. Number 2 is stay in the middle lane. Don't go to the point of extremism where you begin to do some really funny stuff. I remembered some days ago, some policemen were harassing some girls, and I learned that the governor said that those people have been named. That's going on the extreme. Okay, don't be on the extreme, and don't be complacent. Don't say this doesn't concern me. Okay, it concerns every one of us. When we create a better society, everybody is happy on the long term. So I think that is important. We put that at the back of our mind. So don't be complacent. Don't say this is none of my business. For some people, they are like, oh, what if I talk and somebody comes to kill me? Don't be complacent. Don't say it doesn't concern you. If you're not going to speak up for yourself, speak up for your children. Speak up for your children's children. I'll maintain again, a better Nigeria is a better world for everyone. Number 3, post responsibly. As emotions fly, we may tend to transfer aggressions and say all manner of things to people. I want to encourage everyone as much as possible, please post responsibly. Make sure you don't spread fake news. Make sure you don't spread hate as much as possible. Let your post be constructive. Of course, we should have fun all the same in everything we do. Have fun. Let's joke about things, but don't attack somebody with your post. Don't demean somebody with your post. Don't try to pull another person down with your post. Eventually, we realize that every one of us wants a better country. Every one of us wants a better nation. And so there's no point fighting ourselves and going through all the banters. Post responsibly. Don't spread fake news. Don't spread hate. Let's face the issue at hand. Number 4, spend your energy wisely. Instead of using your energy to fight, instead of using your energy to create violence, one of the things you can do, of course, is see how you can be creatively involved in the whole process. For some people, you may want to give what you have to support the movement, fine. For some people, you may want to help with the cleaning. For some people, you may want to help in maybe serving food, serving drinks, whatever it is. So, and for some people, you may just, all you have to do is just encourage people out there. So use your energy wisely. Don't use your energy to destroy things. Use your energy to build. And number 5, revitalize your spirit and body. Keep yourself awake, keep yourself alive, keep yourself agile, keep yourself active. Research has shown that there is a strong connection between people's emotional health and faith. So whatever your faith is at this time, if you need to pray, you need to pray. You need to read your Bible, you need to read your holy book, whatever it is. Something that will keep your spirit hopeful, something that will keep you full of faith, believing that at the end of all of this darkness, there's going to be light eventually. So you want to keep your spirit man awake, you want to keep your body alert. You need to be awake, you need to be alert, you need to be active, you need to be agile. Because when the whole thing is over, you will need your body and your spirit to be able to enjoy the new Nigeria that we all crave for. So as much as possible, you need to maintain a healthy spirit and a healthy body. Okay, those are just the tips I need to share with us today as we go through this transition in our nation and of course at the world at large. What do you think about the points I have just shared? And what do you think about the future of Nigeria? Do you believe in the new Nigeria? What is your own role? What are you going to do to ensure that this dream becomes a reality? And when the new Nigeria comes, what kind of person are you going to be? These are questions we need to ask ourselves as we go through this transition in our nation. In a couple of episodes, I'll be doing another video on how to regain your sanity after this whole protest is over. I mentioned now how to maintain it. I know that some people have lost it already. So how can you regain your sanity after all of this is over? Because the you that came into this protest will not be the you that will go out of the protest. You don't want to miss that video too. So please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. And let's work together in helping people make significant shifts in their lives, their relationships, and their business. Till we meet again in the next episode, keep winning, keep grinding, and keep bringing in the laurels. I'm Delia Bankole. I believe in you. See you in the next video.